Hello, my name is Zhatelier, and welcome back to another episode of The Last Kingdom in Aurora, and in previous episodes we started having a bit of a problem with our fuel. Now I have skipped a fair bit ahead, and we have increased the fuel production especially in the thorium harvesters, but we still have a bit of a shortage. But now I've done a little bit of calculation, so if I don't let any of the colony ships move, and we can have most of the cargo ships moving, and some of the survey ships moving, and we can kind of keep that up, because we are doing some ship construction, which will potentially cause some troubles in that later. And we're also retooling a lot of shipyards, so we have gotten a lot of the components to actually get the next levels. Not on the military vessels so much, but in like the survey crafts, for example, now we'll have a speed of 3,000 kilometers per second. Fairly fuel efficient. They can go 100 billion kilometers without a refuel. And it can be out for over a year now. So that should be okay. We did also drop the jump drive size a little bit and a few other things. That should be alright. Now, to give a bit of an idea when I'm recording this, I'm recording this on the day that the episode 1 should be airing. So the episode 0 aired yesterday. So for any feedback that has been coming along in the comments potentially, the reaction time is going to be rather terrible. Sorry about that. I've been having too much fun recording this, so I've been going quite a bit ahead of time. Now, another thing that was raised probably in the comments, but also by one of the players, is that just having the letter numbers here to signify which fleet it is, while it's clear or obvious for me, it might not be quite as obvious for the viewers, so I've added at least for the most part, which house or faction it belongs to into the name as well. So that should help a little bit. With the letters, it still allows me to keep them grouped up so that royal fleets are on the top, and then the Hand and the Alexandrus, Romanovs, and so forth. But anyway, I think I don't actually remember. No, we did check or see the rune system, so to speak, which was the Durandal. We haven't actually settled anything here, but the fact that we have Dormant Construction, Rune Colony, Rune City, and wasn't there something on the... No, there wasn't actually something in there. But yeah, 2 ruins and Dormant Construction in here, so this is definitely going to be Scholar's Guild's planet or system eventually. And where the situation is over there. We have done a little bit survey, but due to the fuel... Oh, actually, you should be a bit higher there. Not sure why you weren't, but anyway, let's quickly save that so that it doesn't go sailing again. Right, but how about we actually start moving again? Orders assigned? Oh, right, moving to Veralis. Where? Oh, yeah. I reloaded it all. Just started the save, so to speak, so it's going to do some of these things again. And, hold on. Yeah, it's the same survey ship that is deciding that, oh, I can't do this thing here. Oh, now it's actually complaining about... Oh, right, it got rid of the orders in there. Right, Alexander's survey. You are actually going to require a resupply as well, and then I'm going to send you down to Grum. It's fairly far away, but it's to the east. Hopefully we can find some decent things in there. Civilians have... Oh, a large freighter. Good. And... yeah, the mineral shortage in Veralis. We are producing about 4 million liters of fuel per year in here on the planet itself, and then with the gas harvesters, we have 7.5 million at Barracuda and 2 million at Skofnung. Now, something that I have realized, first of all, there's not a lot of commandos for these ships, so we probably need to start getting a bit more academies, actually. Do we? Right, so we got naval headquarters in the production queue. I think after that I will maybe get another military academy we'll probably go at 25% for the time being. After that we might want to get some more research labs. We do have 20 of them now, so it's a little bit better than what it was, but still not particularly good. We have pretty good maintenance support in here, and then a lot of the colonies in here. Well, mostly the Caldera and Crasinia Imperialis have started producing a fair bit of things. I've gone through with the respective players on what they want their colony to be producing. And Gracinia Imperialis is actually the... well, technically the second largest colony after our capital, because there's this one that has massive amount of population that was growing early on a lot, which does provide a decent bit of trade materials at least. And they are also building some financial centers here, but just very slow speed. I don't want to be bringing too much minerals in here, but every now and then dropping a little bit so they can keep on working. And then St. Petersburg is working on a little bit infrastructure and construction factories, because they have a rather limited selection of resources right now, so there's not many options that they can actually do. But that will be fixed eventually. And then Aedes, so we've gotten the 2 terraformers. Well, we got 1 terraformer so far, we are getting another one. We are currently removing some oxygen from there, but it's very slow. There's way too much oxygen. Once we get rid of some of that, we'll then get rid of the carbon dioxide. And honestly, that might be enough to make this livable. There's a fair bit of atmospheric pressure, but I think we can live with that. The surface temperature is a bit high right now, but yeah, once we get rid of some of the oxygen. Unfortunately, since it's quite a large planet, the terraforming rate is rather small. And of course, the colony over here has gotten most of the oxygen it requires. There's still going to be the nitrogen that will probably push in there. And then that, well, although, well, we'll put in some nitrogen. If that's not enough, then we'll put in some safe greenhouse gases or something. But that is at least going fairly quickly. But how about we don't stay here for the entire episode, so we'll slowly go forward. Okay, we got another gas harvester. Or thorium harvester, sorry. So the target over there, I'm actually going to switch around where to take those, because I realized that the planet over here that we've been taking those does not have the best accessibility in this system in Barracuda. So, fleets, space station, tractor specific ship, gas cow, and then you need to go to the new fleets there, Barracuda 3, and release tractor ships, and then you can move back. So that shortens the trip quite dramatically. It's going to provide a bit more thorium. I could technically move every ship from there as well to there, but I think we'll keep 2. Like, this is going to be providing fuel directly to the planet, and then the ones over here can be kind of a place where ships can go and refuel at their loops. Okay, right, the hand colony ship has arrived at Veralis, and it's not going to be flying until we have the fuel reserve situation fixed, which is probably going to take a while. We got 1.3 million liters of fuel, which is not a lot. To be fair, we do have the small gas, or small oiler, already has 0.9 million liters, and it's heading towards the tankers at Barracuda, or the fuel harvesters, which have another 1.7 million. So it should be okay. And at least slowly accumulating. Now we can rename this. At least you are getting that. So rename that. Barracuda Herd 2. Right, so we got 15 fuel harvesters on there, and the rest are going to be over here, and probably another one over here, quite frankly, so that we'll have a little bit of fuel being produced at least in the east, because we know that there's aliens in there, although they are most likely just Rakhas, so they won't be flying against us, but we want to still be able to protect that area, and we're going to need a fair bit of fuel in there. Of course, speaking of fuel, thorium situation has not improved one bit. It's actually going even worse right now. Okay, there's the small oiler. It's heading to the Barracuda Herd there. Should be done. Okay, it's another few weeks before it's dropping the fuel. It might be filling up completely. After which we'll just have to use the big, the big oiler to bring in a bit extra if need be. Nope, we found a new system. Oh right, there's the royal system from Skopning. Whereabouts? Oh right, Cortana. Okay. So what do we have here? We got some planets that can be colonized. Not oxygen planets though. We got a Super Jovian A large moon. Okay, the age isn't terrible, so there might be something good here. The population caps over here are not too bad. I wonder if there's good minerals there, then there might be a good location for another house, which is already planned. Oh, right, I forgot to give you the standing orders. My goodness. Well, next 3 locations. The rest of the orders are in good shape, though. Retirement, mineral shortage, fuel shortage on the hand seeker, or the hand survey vessel. One which should be, it's in Colorado right now. Okay, you are trying to go through, okay. I think we'll be just fine then. You know what, actually, the Royal Survey number 2. Why don't we actually remove all? I want you to go to the center of the system to get some survey over there, so we know if that system is going to be worth it or not. Shipyard modifier for the survey shipyard. Okay, so over here we can probably start refitting some Hornets to... not Hornets, Seeker Mark 3s to Seeker Mark 4s. It's gonna cost a fair bit, not gonna deny that, but we got 2 there right now. Now they will need a bit extra fuel, but at the same time they'll be moving a lot faster, so I think that's gonna be better for the travel time, so there's more time to be at the survey site, so to speak. We'll start refitting both of those. We are losing a little bit of money, but we have managed to get a decent bit of wealth before we started refitting the shipyard. So we should be okay. Now, if we have a look at our resource situation, well, Thorium is very low, Corundium is actually quite low as well. Now, we do still have a decent bit of Corundium in there, just we don't produce all that much. So we might want to limit the amount of mines that we're building right now, at least for the time being. And we did actually design a new Thorium or fuel harvester, gas oxen, which is basically the same as the gas cow, a bit better thermal sensors, no EM sensors, better refueling system, and 20 thorium harvesters instead of 10, twice the fuel capacity, so they can be... they can fill in as much as a gas cow can. Now, of course, it is about twice the size and about twice the build cost, not quite twice. There's like a difference of 60 because there's no 2 bridges and stuff like that. So it's a little bit better, a little bit. But, yeah, we'll start working on those. Hopefully they will actually help a little bit in keeping the fuel situation in control, because we are basically having to rely entirely on gas giants from now on. Of course, we have found at least half a dozen of them, so it's not the end of the world. Oh, and we got the commercial jump drive completed, so now we're getting the military jump drive. Let's actually have a quick look at the... oh, right, yeah, we got the engines there, we got a better reactor in there, which is going to be used for our point defense escort, which is going to be armed with 5 railguns. Just the basic railguns with capacity, well, actually, it's right there, that one, which is actually going to be done later this month, in fact. But now that we got the jump drive, let's have a look at the jump tender station. So this one, copy class, rename this to Gatekeeper Mark II, simply because we can now get rid of the old one. Actually, I'm not sure which one of these is the old one. That one. So obsolete that component. Get rid of that and put one of these, so it makes it smaller and cheaper to build, which is very handy. Of course, we could also get rid of the thermal sensors there and put in, because, you know what, oh, you do have the EM sensors already, but did we? Oh, we did upgrade that. Okay, so we'll put that one in there as well. So, okay, it's going to be a little bit expensive in that regard, but... or more expensive in that regard, but otherwise, there's more crew and all that, so it should be good. So we can maybe produce a few of these, although we are trying to build up the gates, so we don't necessarily need too many gatekeepers anymore, but a few here and there, while we are setting up the colonies before we can get around to build the gate. So we'll probably need some of those. Let's have a quick look at the fuel situation. 3.6 million, okay, so we did drop that. Do the herd. Do you still have... Oh, there's actually some that did not get emptied. Interesting. We'll probably let that accumulate a little bit, though, before we go in there, just so that we don't waste too much fuel running, like, maybe 5% fuel in the bigger tanker. And yeah, we got low fuel on this one. That is to be expected. Although it's almost in Barracuda already. So we should be heading from there. Ah, ship construction. We got another gas cow. Right. Where's the tug? We've got 70% fuel. That will last for a while. Space station. Tractor the gas cow. And then go to the Barracuda Herd 2. Release tractor ships. And move back to there. Now I'm pretty sure that the herd number 2 doesn't have a lot of fuel yet, because we just unloaded the first one there, so it has 100,000 liters. We can soon start using that as a place for some of the logistics, for example, to go in there, refuel, and then go to Virales, because that's not a massive distance to go. Whereas going to the Barracuda number 6 can be quite significant increase in the distance. For example, through Nagelring. If we arrive from here, go to there, and then go to Virales, that increases, I think it adds like a month or two extra distance there. Right, so oh right, kangaroos, we can start refitting those. So where is the shipyard? Oh, we can't actually do that yet. Well, at least we retool the shipyard. Now let's have a quick look, what can we produce here? We can produce the dromedaries and the kangaroos, good. Oh, but we can't produce the storks. That's a bit unfortunate. The storks are the supply ships, kangaroos are the transports, and dromedaries are the smaller oilers. Research completed. We got the railgun completed, and I think we're not researching anything about that right now. No, we are not. I wonder, I think... No, the railgun tech is rather expensive. I might get the... Well, the rate of fire for ghost cannon is also pretty high. I'm not entirely sure if you really need the launch velocity for ghost cannons, because they're mostly used in final fire anyway. So maybe I won't do... Well, you know what? Might as well start getting the bigger railguns. I know that some players, at least, or some of the players, want railguns to be used, so we'll go with that. We are getting the particle beam range upgrade soon. After that, we are going to get the particle beam strength, which is hopefully going to be handy. Okay, we are getting the composite armor in about 2 years. And there's actually quite a few techs still this year. There's one in October. Oh, right, that's the military jump drive for 10 kilosonic ships. So it's a little bit better future-proof for the tenders, as well as some ships that might be requiring it. Right, the TARC has completed orders. So we now have 2 gas cows in the herd number 2 there. Cloning time exceeded. Oh, you should be home already. Hold on. Oh, that's a royal survey. Right, yeah. Well, it is almost home. Oh. So this is Cortana. On the first planet, we had already found some minerals. Not massive amounts, but actually pretty good accessibility to uranium, neutronium, and uridium. Quantity is not massive, but over here, 12 million uranium at 0.6 accessibility. Some neutronium, pretty good titanium there. Some boronite, mercasium, thorium. Okay, so this might be a good system, depending on what's on the moons there and what's on the last terrestrial planet. This might certainly be a system worthy of a proper colonies. And considering that it's situated over there, there's definitely a bit of a power vacuum in that region. There's going to be one around here probably, but we'll see about that. I mean, we still haven't explored the other jump point from there. We'll probably want to search that soon enough. Oh, and we found more minerals. Okay, that's... Oh, that's... Oh, asteroid. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot that there was asteroids here. Not by the looks of it necessarily the best quantities, but it's alright. Maintenance problem in Romanov. Also, new mineral deposit in Joyuz, one of the asteroids. 26,000 carbamide, some boronite, vendrite, sorium, corundium, galicite, okay. Right, so let's have a look at the maintenance problem in here. You are doing... Oh, right, you're heading over there. It's just the distance to get in here is starting to be a bit of a problem, to be fair. Oh, and another asteroid has some minerals. Okay, system survey to Kusanagi. Right, let's have a look at that. So that would be there. If I remember correctly, there was a... Yeah, there's a terrestrial planet with no... Okay. It might be okay as a small maintenance base or something, as long as we keep bringing in the supplies, but... Let's go through the unexplored. Oh, that's going to take a month to get there. Actually a bit bigger system than I thought it would be. Okay, Cortana, more minerals in one of the asteroids. Alright then. Research completed. We got the particle beams range 100,000 kilometers. And naval officer started on the particle beam strength 3. Okay. Oh, you... Right, so the Commerce Guild collection, or the mineral ship basically, has completed its orders. Let's have a quick look at the situations in here. Now, I do admit I have been neglecting the Miners Guild's right here, and we've been basically stripping this mine in here, all the mines that they have here, completely. Let's actually have a look at the colonies in here. So you are still making some factories, mines, infrastructure. Got 25 construction factories so far. And you actually do have available workers there. It's the fact that you or the Cristina Imperialis is focusing a fair bit on building more infrastructure, which does help a long way getting the population up and keeping up with the demand. On Caldera, we have added in a bit of infrastructure production, but it hasn't picked up the speed quite yet. Only 10% over there, while the construction factories and mines are on the same rate with each other. Which is, of course, 45% right now. But yeah, they got a decent bit of construction factories there as well. They got 25 mines total. They mine a lot of resources in here, quite frankly. Including a lot of corundium. Which is not bad. Alright then, in Odin, they are mining a little bit, but it only has 5 manned mines right now. And they actually do have a little bit available workers, so we might be able to move in something in here. They are, of course, doing a little bit of work on the oxygen levels there, but it's very slow. Speaking of oxygen levels, let's have a quick look. So we are getting the terraforming rate. It's going to be taking another year before we get there. Alright then, and let's actually have a look. How's the... Oh, we are getting close here. We're getting very close. Okay, new mineral deposits in another asteroid. So far it seems like Cortana is a fairly rich system. Ah, Shipyard modified for the... Oh, that's the... Not there. The colony shipyard. So we can start potentially replacing... Or maybe we want to... Oh, hold on. What are we doing there? We are... Okay, we're refitting the survey vessels. Or 2 of them. Building a mule. And then we've got 2 Denariuses under construction. Okay. So what we could do over here, we got quite a few different ones available. Oh. Interesting. We can still build the Llama Mark IIIs. Well, to be fair, we haven't upgraded armor yet. It's just the engines, and the cryogenics take a lot of cost. Right, so how about... we build a... Well, actually, we don't have a lot of fuel in here, do we? Can we refit, say, from Llama Mark II? We could. There's only one Llama Mark II, though, but that would actually save us a little bit of cash there. So, use components if we have any that we can, and start working on that. I believe that is the Royal Colony ship, anyway. Yes, it is. Right, so that's going to be done in January, so quite a while, but we don't really need the colony ships right now. Pretty much every colony that we are working towards already has a jump gate there, and the civilian shipping has a lot of idle colony ships in here, so that can be easily sorted. But it would also appear that we are out of time for this episode, so if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description, but other than that, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.